Why would federal prosecutors from the Eastern District of North Carolina suddenly enter into the Comey prosecution in the Eastern District of Virginia? Some are speculating that it's because career prosecutors in the Eastern District of Virginia want nothing to do with the case. But I have a more likely and more mundane explanation. A conflict of interest because of family connections. Let me walk you through it. It's typical for federal criminal cases to be litigated by prosecutors from the district where the case is charged. However, there are instances where prosecutors are brought in from other districts to handle the cases. Included in those situations is when there's a conflict of interest for the home district. James Comey's son-in-law, Troy Edwards, was the deputy chief of the National Security Section of the Office of the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia until just after James Comey was indicted. Shortly after his father-in-law was indicted, Mr. Edwards submitted a one-sentence resignation letter to the newly appointed U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan. In the letter, he noted he was resigning to uphold his oath to the Constitution and to his country. Having prosecutors from the Eastern District of Virginia handle the case would have created a real or at least perceived conflict of interest because Mr. Edwards was employed by the very same office where the case was brought. So bringing in the prosecutors from North Carolina is a way to get around this apparent or real conflict of interest. In a situation like this one, selecting prosecutors from a neighboring state is a very common thing to do. That's done to cut down on travel time and expense for the government, and because attorneys from neighboring districts are familiar with the rules and law in the circuit where the case is being brought. So while this case is certainly politically charged, at least this particular aspect of the case can be explained by a more mundane and normal reason. That is a conflict of interest. If this explanation was helpful, please subscribe to my channel. I'll be commenting on this case in the weeks to come, providing insights gleaned from my more than 30 years as a federal prosecutor.